welcome to this episode with Dr. Gratitude. This is a place where we talk about all things gratitude, and I want to spread gratitude worldwide so everyone can live an attitude of gratitude. It is crazy to know that there's still people that don't know what gratitude is. So my mission and goal is to spread this awareness and spread this optimism right across the world so everyone can live a fulfilling life and have life satisfaction. So today when I was reflecting, as I do, and I sent some things to some of my team members that I have, is the power of I am affirmations. Your language can create your reality. So your thoughts, your words will create the energy that's around you. And this is something that I've been learning since 2018 to now. And when you start to bring in words like, I am confident, I am loved, I'm amazing, I'm a great business person, I'm a leader, those words start to become a part of your language and a part of your reality. When we start saying, I can't, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, you start to create those affirmations and then they become true. A great example is, I'm not good to write a book. And I get a lot of people who have written books, oh, I'm not good enough to tell my story. My story isn't good enough. And so there's a limiting belief or a story there that's telling me that you're not good enough. And so it's about peeling those layers of where did this story come from? And through my 20 years of early childhood education, then going into coaching and now positive psychology, I can see that the first 7 years conditions you for the rest of your life. So whatever these big magical people, and when I talk about big magical people, I talk about parents, people who looked after you like doctors, teachers, those people that we look up to, they can create this reality by projecting their words onto you, and then you start to believe this. And there may be certain defining moments in your timeline back in the past that would have been repetitively told to you to then create it, go into your mind, and then you're starting to communicate that out. Human nature also suggests that we're naturally born to go into a negative mindset, and hence the reason why I'm studying positive psychology, to flip that switch around. We can easily go down into negativity, but what's so great with positive psychology and gratitude, for instance, you can't have a positive and a negative mindset at the same time. Neurologically, it doesn't work. And it is easy to think about negativity. However, to eliminate that, you have to have, I think it's like 7 or 9 bits of information or things to cancel out something negative and a negative impact. Or if you get angry, it takes about 8 hours for you to process all of it, like 90 seconds to let go of the emotion. However, 8 hours to process it all and finally let go of it all. So you may notice, like throughout the day, someone's done something at work or a family member or your partner, and then throughout the whole day, you keep talking about that event. So it's important that when these things do pop up, try to find 7 to 9 things to help you get over that negative reaction that has occurred in your life. And this is why I love gratitude, because if you start to bring the gratitude into those things, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, it annihilates and gets rid of that negative force that has come through with such volition. So today, I'll put some information in the comments about I am affirmations, how long it takes to let go of a reaction, an emotional charge, and how long it takes to process throughout the day, and also how to eliminate a negative emotion, and how positive and negativity in your mind neurologically cannot work out. So it's really cool to learn these sorts of things, because it can help you with regulating your emotions and learning how to respond rather to react to all sorts of situations that happen in your life. And this is something that I promote in my Gratitude Power Self-Leadership book. So I'll put that into the comments below about self-leadership as well. We are into day 22 now. I love the number 22. It's one of my favorite numbers. Dear God, I am grateful for colors. You only have to look behind that. I absolutely love colors. I love colors, bright colors. It just boosts my energy, boosts my drive. And when I see those colors, it just triggers off that positivity. When I'm wearing black or I see black everywhere and dark colors, it triggers off those negative emotions. And we know that through one of my previous talks about colors and the psychology around that. Now, I know I just read day 22. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the journal that we're talking about. It's Dear God with Gratitude, 365 days of thankfulness to transform your world. So if you haven't got a copy, there is a link in my bio that you can grab a copy, either softcover or hardcover. I choose for the hardcover. I love hardcover books. It's just what I've done throughout my whole life. I love journaling. It is such a powerful tool in terms of shifting your mindset, whatever that be for you. So thank you, God, for the press release today, where I got to share my story from tragedy to triumph. I'm so grateful I got to speak my truth. I'm so grateful for the connections around me to spread my message and help thousands experience love, gratitude, joy. Spreading more happiness in this world is all I want to do. And I will share the press release that I did. There was a few press releases that have come out. I'm pretty sure this one would have been the one that was in the Chronicle in our local paper. And I got to share my story, where I've come from to where I am now. And when you start to share parts of you and let go of the shame and the embarrassment and the judgment that comes along with it, that heavy energy, and let go and let it flow, you never know who you're going to inspire in your communities. It's something that I've been working on, and I feel like I peel the layers every single year on what stories do I share and what don't I. And I know the other day I shared a very vulnerable story about my sobriety journey and also my mental health and how I've had to fight it every single day. And I'm going to use the words fight it because it was a fight. When you have a setback, it can be hard. It can be hard for someone that has overcome addictions and binging to then figure out ways, okay, well, that was my old lifestyle that I did since I was a young teenager to 40 years old. What's the new strategy that I'm going to incorporate in my life? And when you have habits and patterns of behavior that has been ingrained in your timeline, finding new strategies can be a challenge. However, when you filter new people into your life, you soon realize how you change the strategy to the new one that's healthier and better for you. So yeah, when you share your story, it's amazing how many people are inspired by it, how many hearts you actually touch. And you feel this sense of authenticity. You take off that mask and that people pleasing and that smile going, hey everyone, you start to be the real you. I love Brené Brown and how she talks about vulnerability. And if we can be more vulnerable in our realities with everybody and our connections, we have deeper connections with people. People start to realize that they're not alone. So I encourage you to share a story with someone, either tragedy to triumph, test to testimony, victim to victory. You have that story within you. What is it? Share it with others and see how you connect on a deeper level with people. On that note, and if it's the first time that you are sharing it, a precursor, I should say this, if it is something that has been detrimental to you, please seek professional help before pasting it everywhere. Obviously, there are boundaries on what you will and won't share. So I do want to do a precursor there. I've gone through lots of training that I've overcome it, and I feel confident to share my story as well. And I think that is the hardest thing when you've worked through your stuff and you feel you have this burning desire to tell your story and share it with the world, share it with the world. Get that professional help. So I've gone through coaching, positive psychology. I've also seen counselors. And I've also seen speaker coaches. So they've worked with me, and marketing as well, and business. So they've worked with me so I can create my story and be confident with sharing it on stages and with other people. So I hope I've inspired anyone who wants to be a coach and aspires to be a life, business, or a leadership coach out there. And I look forward to the stories that you share worldwide, or in your community, or with just friends and family, just to help you on your healing journey. And I look forward to the transformation. We're now in day 22, 23 is tomorrow. And remember guys, gratitude is the best attitude.